Hello, this is John Piper with the weekend video, and it's Saturday the 17th of October. We'll start with Bitcoin this morning. No real change of opinion at all. So going from the virus low around 3.8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then the regular A wave making a new high up here. A, B, just around 70% retracement. I'm still looking for this decline. Even if it does hit the line around 9,000, it will still only be a 38 point. In fact, it won't even quite make 38.2%, which is at actually it's 8979, so it's very close. Actually, that's another reason why that's a very good target, really. So yeah, no change. It could go up, but it's looking like it wants to go down. Certainly, the indications are it's going to go down. I think we're liable to see stocks rally into the election. I think that's probably something that's almost guaranteed to be manufactured in one way or another. And I think at the same time, gold, silver, and Bitcoin, cryptos, will complete these corrections. Looked at gold, and maybe there's another interpretation here. I mean, the ABC count, A, B, then an A, B, C is one interpretation, but we have got a pretty clear triangle here. Hasn't quite made it here, slightly over it here, but we've got an A, a B, a C, and D. So we could find support around 1840, whereas if it's a C wave, we get under 1800. So I still think we're going down. It's just a question of how far it goes down. And obviously a break below here would suggest 1800, so that's pretty clear. Let's have a look at the 5-minute chart to see the wave pattern of this final, not necessarily final move, but the last decline so far. A messy chart. Oh, there we go. A, B, C, B, pretty clear really. So C wave decline. I say 1840 could be the low, but it may want to go a little bit lower than that. Right, actually it's a little less certain at the moment. Not that anything's ever certain in the marketplace, but even less certain than usual. The Dow, I think we've still got a 1, 2. This is some kind of third wave, but this is currently an ABC, and we're now gone below this high here, which is I think slightly concerning. So we could actually see another sell-off on the US markets, but I mean a decline below there would be a little bit concerning. Yes, this is actually an ABC as well. I mean, I think the key thing with the Dow at the moment is the proximity of the previous all-time high at 29595, just 600 points roughly from this peak we saw. Of course, in fact we saw a peak at 29185 there. Having got so close, these things have a magnetic attraction. So I think before this whole thing collapses, which is what I'm really expecting to happen, I mean, it is a rather strange situation, because if you price the Dow in gold, it's down about 40%, but obviously priced in the mini dollars with all this money printing, it's making new all-time highs, which I suppose is almost irrelevant given that money printing situation. But I think the magnetic attraction probably remains. We've got 5 waves up here. That would be a 2 wave, 1, 2, 3. But it's looking a little uncertain now. But I do feel the election will drag it higher. But whether it's going to be a very significant move, I don't know. But I mean, obviously, a move to new highs would be significant. But I mean, having got so close, it's not going to be huge necessarily. The DAX has done something similar with, that's like an A wave. We've got an ABC here, B wave. So it does suggest we're going to see a C wave decline here, but again, it doesn't really time with the election, at least my interpretation of the election. There's no reason, I suppose, why the DAX should necessarily rally into the US election, but the chart pattern is certainly suggesting it's going to go down, although we have got a fairly good rally off the low at the moment. So a little bit obscure here as well. Actually, here is a chart of the Dow priced in gold, courtesy of macrotrends.net. You see the peak came in 1999. That was always going to be a very much a psychological peak, but given that we have the new year, the new decade, and the new century, and the new millennium. So a very positive feeling at the end of that year. Although in fact the peak came in a bit before that, but we're well down. You know, just the thing has fallen from over 40. Down to about 6 in 2011. So that seems actually beyond belief, but I guess it's possible. We then rallied back up again to a peak in 2018 and been sinking down ever since, which isn't obviously what the chart that's not priced in gold is showing. But of course gold has rallied strongly recently, which I guess accounts for that. All right, finally I was asked to look at the chart of the Nikkei. So here's the chart of the Nikkei. So a major peak in 1990, and it's been, well, a huge collapse from near 40,000 down to 8,000. From there to there. Since had 5 waves up, that's encouraging, I guess, and an ABC in fact. Although whether the Nikkei is really going to see a new bull market remains to be seen, but certainly it's up at the moment, looking fairly good, I guess, although we have got 5 waves here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me just go down to, this is a monthly chart by the way, go down to a daily chart, and you can see 5 waves, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 perhaps. So it's due to sell off, but it may well be a correction. I suspect we're going to see more than a correction. I don't think the Nikkei is going to escape that, although with all the money printing, of course, these things can be hidden quite well. As Vince Sanzioni said, it's all smoke and mirrors right now. And on that note, I'll call it a day. Have an intro neutral, back to the report on Tuesday for subscribers. I'm hoping to see this key low on gold, silver and the cryptos in coming weeks, and that's, I think, is the major trade, which should see us in good stead for a few months, I would think, if not longer than that. The equity is less certain, but I think once the election is over, equity markets might well fall away quite sharply. So I suspect we're going to have a fairly interesting time going forward for the next, maybe 2 or 3 years, I guess. Have a great day. Thanks for listening, and bye for now.